What would you do if you created something and someone took your idea, got rid of you, slapped you in the face with your own idea, and said, you know what? You don't really matter. Only we do. Well, we're going to light the fires and burn it down here in Valhalla as we talk about Rob Liefeld and Marvel on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Light the fires, Valhalla, and welcome as Zero and I go over Deadpool creator Blast Kevin Feige declares he's done with Marvel after being disrespected at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere. This article comes from Marvin the Movie Monster over at That Park Place. And as we can see here, we've got Deadpool, we've got Wolverine, and what exactly happened. We're going to scroll down here and give you guys the story scoop by scoop. As we go over this, Rob Liefeld, comic book artist, finds Deadpool and Cable has officially cut ties with Marvel after more than 30 years. This was the highest paid, longest running creator that had worked with Marvel. He worked over at Fox when Marvel was doing movies over at Fox. He moved over to Disney. The Deadpool creator blasted Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige and accused the company of treating comic book creators poorly. Liefeld made his grievances public in a fiery 90-minute episode of his Robservations podcast and a follow-up interview with The Hollywood Reporter detailing what he perceived as repeated slights, including his snub at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere. Zero, what do you make of this? Is it possible Disney would spit in the face of a comic book creator?
Well, it's funny, not haha funny, but it's a sad kind of funny because am I shocked, appalled, and surprised? Well, appalled, yes, but shocked and surprised, no, not at all. I mean, realistically, when you look at things the way they are, would Disney totally snub somebody like this? Yes, they have before, and they did it again. Why should this be any different? And I think the most ironic thing is if I put myself in their shoes, thinking, being the all high and mighty, wonderful creators that they are, when you have a franchise like Deadpool, which for going on almost a decade now has been a license to print money, wouldn't that just stick a fork right up your craw if you were unable to replicate that same kind of success? So yeah, can I see them snubbing something that made them billions and billions of dollars because what, they're maybe a little bit jelly? Yeah, I could totally see that. Is that my hot take on it? Yeah, I could totally see it. I mean, he was snubbed, he was ignored, he was, for lack of a better term, basically just absolved of any success that this franchise had when you don't pay respect to the source material and the creators because you think you've just got all the power to do whatever you want. Yeah, it's pretty sad. It is pretty sad.
Liefeld attended the July premiere of Deadpool and Wolverine, only to find out that he and his family were not invited to the after party, a major departure from his past experiences with the franchise, adding insult to injury. He says Marvel executives, including Kevin Feige, ignored him entirely despite being near him on the red carpet. I absolutely 100% believe this. They do not like comic book guys. They don't like creators. They only like their own people and how they're going to customize the property and what they're going to do with it. So none of this is surprising at all that they would treat a creator of a character, even one as important to them as Deadpool, that they made billions of dollars on. Mm-hmm. It's totally not a surprise at all that they're going to do this.
Yep. I think it's ridiculous. After how many years? Well, like I said, when did the first Deadpool come out? 2016. It's been damn near a decade. And it's been, like I said, a license to print money. And to snub people like that, pay no respects to the people that gave you the gift of printing money like this, I think it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it really shows their true colors when you look at something like this. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, 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 come on to our party. Oh no, he's really this Rob guy. He's really showing us that we don't know what we're doing at all. We don't want him at our party anymore.
Well,
It's horrible.
it's amazing to me that after Ryan Reynolds fought for this character, Ryan Reynolds was like, "We really need to do this." They had to leak test footage of this movie, of the original Deadpool movie, to get it made, to get Fox a wake up call, to get them to realize we can make a lot of money if we actually made this. Does he feel like it now belongs to him? Where's he at? Where's Ryan Reynolds at when this character that he's like, oh, I am him. I'm inspired to be him. I could bring him to life. I can do all this stuff. Where is he during all this mess with the guy who practically created him? We're going to scroll down here. We're going to give you guys more of this. Rob Liefeld is done with Marvel. Comic artist and creator says that after more than 30 years, he's severing ties with the publisher for whom he created renowned characters Deadpool and Cable. He's done. That's per the Hollywood Reporter.
Like
Things just get worse.
that's a lot of weight too. That's a lot of weight in that one little blip. I mean, 30 years is a long time to be doing anything. But when you're loyal to a company and you've been doing the same thing with them for 3 decades, and to get pushed to that brink where you suddenly say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. You take all that history, took everything you did together, and you put it in a closet somewhere and never look at it again. That carries a lot of weight, and it speaks volumes about the mentality of these people that push these creators to this point, to where they say, I'm done. I will take my business elsewhere. I'm done with you. And again, it's
And
sad.
this isn't just Marvel under Disney. This is Marvel, period.
Yeah.
He is done. This is the highest paid, one of the highest paid, most recognized creators. He has multiple deals with Marvel and Disney, and he's walking. He's done.
Mm-hmm.
He's out. He's finished. Finito.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It'd be like you or I or anybody else working for a company for 30 years, doing everything we can to make money, to make the company money, to prosper, and to look forward to the future. And then something like this comes up, and you know what? This was most likely the final straw. So you got to be thinking, what was going on all this time that kept pushing him just a little bit further and a little bit
And
further.
what exactly was the final nail in the coffin?
Yeah.
We're gonna scroll down.
It was
We're gonna show
surely
you
more
that.
than just, getting snubbed from an after party. But really, you know.
It was meant to embarrass, diminish, defeat me. Liefeld fumed on his podcast. His frustration grew when he learned that professional photos taken of him with members of the Deadpool and Wolverine team were later deleted.
Talk about
While some
petty.
images of Liefeld and his family surfaced in Disney's Getty press portal, he believes the group photos were only taken as a courtesy and never meant to be used. That means they destroyed any evidence they were ever created in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Studio confirms to him that at this time with Marvel had come to an end. At some point you go, I've received the message, and the message is clear. You do not respect me. They don't respect their own customers. If you don't respect your own customers, if you don't respect the people opening up their wallets and paying you out millions and millions and millions of dollars, you're not going to respect the people that created the property in the first place.
Yep. They don't know the audience and they don't know the creators. If they're not going to respect one, they're sure as hell not going to respect the other. And to go so far as to be so petty, this would be like, someone you knew in high school who you always kind of tolerated, and you become Facebook friends or something like that, and then they tag you in a post and then you delete them off your friends list just to be passive aggressively petty like that. This is the same kind of BS we're looking at right now. To go so far as to just be so petty and scrub photos and pretend they never existed and do complete childish crap like that. I mean, you're not doing a very good job of hiding your true colors here, folks. I mean, really, is that the legacy you want people to remember you by, for snubbing people, for being rude, disrespecting your fan base, even though they're making you money when you should be losing more than you're bringing in? Well, maybe, they are losing more than they're bringing in. Why? Because the dictators up top are saying, nope, we know exactly what we want, and the real fans are not among them. Sorry if your fees are hurt. Well, you know what? This is what you get. This is exactly what happens. And the sad truth that this bond, this relationship is now broken after 3 decades, this is the finality it comes to. And they have no one to blame but themselves. But you know what the
I
problem
agree.
is? The problem is they won't blame themselves. They won't blame themselves. They'll be completely innocent in all this because they'll just be waiting for the next thing to pick up and screw up.
I'm sure we'll hear excuses. Oh, it was a mistake. Oh, we never meant to do this. Oh, we didn't da 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 da. No, ladies and gentlemen, Marvel doesn't care about you as a customer. Marvel doesn't care about you picking up their comic books. Marvel doesn't care about you going and watch their movies. Marvel doesn't care about any of this. Why? Because the House of Mouse has been poisoned from within. That little apple that the queen brought for Snow White, guess what? Snow White didn't eat it. She fed it to all of Disney, and now the whole House of Mouse is in trouble. Why? Because they don't care. They don't care about you as a customer. They don't care about the people that work for them. They don't care about the creators that have spent decades working in the industry. They only care about one thing, and that is promoting their agenda and promoting their bullshit. I thank Zero for hanging out with me today. Our final thoughts. Go. I turn it over to you, Zero. Final thoughts. What can they do to change? How can they change it? Go.
What can they do to change it? Wow, that's a very open-ended question for a final thought. But to summarize everything, I just think it's sad that people are pushed to this kind of point where they take that much history and love for a passion project that they've held in their heart for so long. And it takes a greedy corporation like this, it's a tale as old as time now. The monopolization just kind of ruins everything. And I think it's sad we get pushed to points like this, and it's going to keep happening unless something changes. What can they change to prevent this in the future? There's a whole lot of digging you're going to have to go through, and oh man, it's a long process. You could be extreme and say, well, just fire everyone on staff and start from scratch. That would be one way to go, but it's not that simple. It's never that simple. There's a lot of
No, it
times
never
where
is.
I wish it was that simple, but it's not. There's a lot of hoops you got to jump through. There's a lot of corrections that need to be made. And I don't think with how they are right now, looking at you, the big D, yeah, I said it. I don't think they know any better or even have a simple idea of how to get that ball starting to roll. I just don't see it happening. And the sad truth is, I think we're going to see more cases like this pop up. I hope I'm wrong. I really do.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below. Please leave a like on this video. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you're subscribed, ring that bell, because we are losing subscribers left and right. YouTube is purging the roles again, and we could use your help to stay active here on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. We will be back with more videos shortly. But until then, guys, take care. Be excellent. Always speak friend and honor. And we'll see you on the next one.